In this video, I'm going to talk you through the step-by-step approach to make really good looking buttons inside high-level All the Fitness Marketing Suite. So we're inside the editor now, and you can see we've already got a background section here. We've also got a row and we've got a column. But what we need to do is add in our button. So we click on Add Element and we choose Button. Now by default, it's this green color. We do have some themes here. So you've got, blues, reds, greens, etc. And yeah, they've got a little bit of style. They've got some borders on, a touch of drop shadow and inner shadow as well. But we can do a lot better with some custom code. So it's not as scary as it sounds. I know as soon as someone mentions the word code, people start to freak out a little bit, but I'm going to make this really, really easy for you. So I've got the code here. I'm going to paste it in the comments below, in the description below as well. And yeah, let's get into it. So the code we want is this here. Now I'm going to break it down so you understand what the code means. So first of all, we're giving this CSS a class. So we're giving it a name because we need to be able to apply this to various elements within the funnel. So first up, we need a background color default. So for anyone using an older browser that might not support gradients or the CSS, we're going to have a fallback color. Now that is important because you want to have a color that's quite close to your gradient. So if someone is in an older browser, it doesn't look completely out of place. So we've got our fallback color. Then we've also got this line here. Now I'm going to break this down for you. We've got linear gradient. So it's a gradient that's going left to right, not top to bottom. And you can see here, I've got to right. Now you could actually go to left if you wanted, but we'll keep it to right. And we're going to go with 4 different steps of this gradient. So this gradient here is a gold color, and each one of those is an individual color, which is going to make the reflective looking gradient. So if I click save, nothing's going to happen. The reason being is we haven't applied the code to that button. So here's how we do it. Click on advanced, and you can see here where it says custom class. Now we want to give this the name that we put in here, which is this gold gradient. Just ignore the full stop. We're just going to type that or paste that into here, and as soon as I hit enter, it's going to change this to gold. Now you can see that it potentially would suit better with some dark text. So we can change the color of the text to black. And we can also improve it a little bit more by just giving it a bit of a border. So full border. And I'm going to choose a color that's similar but not the same as the gold. So I'll go for that yellow color. I could add in a different color if I wanted to, but we'll just stick with that for now. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of radius. So I'm going to give it 5 pixels. And then I'm going to click off it. So you can already see it looks a million miles apart from the original green button. And let's just put in the button again just for comparison. And let's just give it a little bit of margin just to keep it away. So there's the original button, and there is the gold button. Now you might not want gold. You might want to choose, say, red, blue, any other color like that. So I'm going to show you how to change it. So click on the button. Sorry, don't click on the button. We click on the custom CSS, and all we need to do here is change these values. Now you don't need to have 4 values. In fact, I'm going to do a gradient of just 2. And I'm going to choose something like FFDC05, which is like a bright yellow, and I'll go for bright red, FF0000, and hit save. And you can see that the gradient has been applied to that element, and it's looking pretty good. Now you can, if you want to, you can go in and change the name of that. So maybe just call it like gradient as an example. And you'll see what happens is this defaults back to green. So we want to go back into, click on the button, go back to advanced, and we now want to rename that as, edit it. I want to rename it as gradient, and now it's going to apply it again. Now the cool thing about using CSS in this way that we don't just have to apply it to buttons, we can also apply it to background sections. So if I add in a new row or a column, and now I can apply the gradient to the background here. So if I type in gradient, hit enter, it's going to apply it to that. And you can use this throughout your funnels, throughout your websites, just to add in an extra dimension without bloating the site with loads of images and background images, etc. So hopefully you found this useful. I'd love to know what you thought. Hit any questions, any comments in the comment box below. And yeah, I look forward to recording the next video soon.